You're going to have Joe Biden get up there on a Monday, give his farewell speech. I mean, you know, this is what was promised.
The first of his 9 farewell speeches.
Yeah. But this is the moment that clearly was promised, right? Like you step down, we will make a god out of you at this Democrat. I mean, I can only imagine the setup video we're going to get because they know the speech is not going to really do it. But if you
Megyn, have you actually been
weekend,
to Mount Rushmore? Have they already started construction, though? I bet they have.
Yes, it's going to take as long as it's taking them to build the Crazy Horse one. It's like 200 years. Maybe they'll have his forehead done. But what's interesting to me is it's going to be basically a fraud. I mean, what's going to happen tonight is Joe Biden's going to get up there and say, me, me, me. And also Kamala, yay, yay, Democrats and Trump is bad. But if you read the news, what we're getting is this Democrat Party is fractured. It is definitely fractured in large part because of the Israel thing and the protesters, but also because of what was done to Joe Biden. And while, I mean, I've listened to you guys enough to know we all thought there's no way this guy can continue, you know, in the presidency, never mind. There's no way he can continue for a second term of the presidency. There's still a lot of lingering resentments over the fact that he was pushed out. That was there was a news item just this morning about Mike Barnicle, who appears on Morning Joe every day, running into one of the Obama guys at Wrigley Field in Chicago. And the Obama guy said something to the effect of, thank God we got him out. And Barnicle, who's more of a Biden guy, said, who? And the Obama guy said, Joe Biden. And apparently Mike Barnicle told him to F off and went off on him. And this got back to Joe Biden, who apparently laughed with delight and loved the fact that he called him out. So there's that. There's the reporting as Nancy Pelosi goes on her book tour about like all the weird revelations she's making about how she read his letter saying he's staying in, but that really didn't sound like him. And she really didn't do anything, and yet they're not on speaking terms. And whether their friendship continues, it's really kind of his call, but she dreams so, she hopes so. So there's that. And then you've got this mention in the New York Times by Mike Donilon, Biden's top guy, over the weekend saying, I'm paraphrasing, we really tried for ways to make her look good, but we just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Was it Ron Klain? Donilon's also in there. They're both in there. But those are Biden's top guys. So I don't know. I mean, Andrew, I guess I'll go with you on that one. This is a party that's not quite as unified and joyful as it's going to lead us to believe tonight.
Yeah, I would be surprised tonight, though, if you got much of that vibe. I think that they will have it organized to the point where Joe Biden will give a speech from the teleprompter. He's not going to go off script. And it will be reported, especially in the mainstream press, as a big success. I mean, one of the stories I'm watching in regards to this is the Hunter Biden story, because I think that you may see over the next, month or so, more and more sort of revelations about Hunter Biden's real relationship, because
his corruption. You mean? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Now that they've thrown Biden out, off the bus, there's less and less reason to sort of cover that up, and I think that might be something that the Bidens are hyper aware of right now, because they do, I think, want to make sure that he gets a pardon before Biden leaves office. I mean, he's still the president. That's the thing that people are having trouble with. I mean, Joe Biden still, until January, is the president of the United States. So he still has a role to play in all this, and people have to be aware of that. So I think, it'll be interesting tonight, though. But I do think that it'll be a pretty disciplined first night, at least.
Well, I think they'll be disciplined throughout. I mean, the Democrats are pretty disciplined. I mean, I think, and unlike the Republican Party, which revolves right now around one man, the Democrats have all-stars for their people. I mean, their voters love Michelle Obama, and she's coming out tomorrow night. They still love Barack Obama, and he's coming out Wednesday night. And they still love Bill Clinton, and he's coming out tomorrow night. I mean, it's actually kind of, if I were Michelle Obama, I would say I'm not going on the same night as Bill Clinton. I'm not, no. Put me on another night. Put me on Monday. I'll be Monday Michelle. But I do think, Carl, because people are wondering whether there's still opportunity for a bump for her or whether she already got her bump. It's built into what happened over the past month. I think she could still get a little bump with that cast of all-stars within the Dem party ginning up enthusiasm on their side.
I agree with you completely. And I think the reason for that is what you said earlier, Megyn. There's still lingering doubt, even among the rank and file, for people, there's still affection for Joe Biden in places. And I think if they can paper over that, although, and everybody sticks to their knitting and everybody does what they think, I think she will. There's no reason to think she wouldn't get a slight bump coming out of here, but she mainly got the convention bump before the convention. But as I heard you talk about it, Megyn, wouldn't it be a hell of a much more interesting and fun story and a great convention if Biden got up there and threw away his speech and said, you know what, they want me to resign. I think maybe you're my delegates. I think I still want to run. Now that would be a great story.
This is malarkey.
Right. Wouldn't that be awesome? It happened here in Chicago in the convention that nominated James A. Garfield. Garfield got up and said he was supposed to be speaking for Senator Sherman. He says, so who do we want? You expect him to say Sherman. Some wise guy yells, we want Garfield. And it stampeded the convention. Maybe Biden should do that. He should say, who do you want? And plant some shill out there, Hunter. We want Biden. Anyway, be a better story.
Yes, it would. Unfortunately, this whole process, too, is pretend because she's already secured the nomination. They did it via digital vote a couple of weeks ago. So this is all kind of just pretend. It's like when the couple runs off and gets eloped. They elope. Sorry. They elope, but they don't tell the parents. Then they have a big wedding ceremony where only the parents don't know that they're already married. That actually happened with my two friends back at Fox News. In these crazy times, there is peace of mind and security. Security for our country, for our leaders, and for our families. But think about this. Are you really financially secure if all of your eggs are in one financial basket? Gold and silver can be an excellent way to diversify your savings as a hedge against inflation. They're a physical asset that is in high demand globally. And through Birch Gold Group, you can own physical gold and silver in a tax-sheltered retirement account. Yes, you can diversify an old IRA or 401k for no money out of pocket into an IRA in gold and silver. Text MK to 989898 and receive a free no-obligation info kit and learn the role precious metals could play in your overall savings strategy. Again, text MK to 989898. Birch Gold has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of happy customers. Text MK to 989898. Message and data rates may apply. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.